I am not Morgan Freeman, and what you see is
Not real.
However, the video you're watching is real, and what's more real? The ways AI is transforming and sometimes manipulating our lives. Weapons, jobs, privacy, bias, none of it's off limits. Let's dive in. Disinformation isn't new. Let's rewind to World War II, when misinformation had deadly consequences. Meet Mieczysław Stachowiak, a Polish citizen who masterfully manipulated the truth to influence the actions of entire nations. He spread false information about espionage and secret missions, misleading nations into chasing shadows. His misleading claims about Polish anti-German activities influenced the British and German governments, altering their military strategies and causing distrust. His fabrications even derailed efforts to find the missing Swedish diplomat Raoul Wallenberg, sending investigators on wild goose chases and wasting precious resources. Fast forward to today, and AI has taken this old game of deception to unimaginable heights. Imagine you're watching the news, and a world leader makes a shocking statement. Hours later, it's revealed to be fake. A deepfake. Forget whispering rumors. Now, lies can have faces, voices, and even flawless HD production. December 2023. A deepfake of Singapore's Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong hits the web, endorsing a shady cryptocurrency. Beside him, Deputy PM Lawrence Wong nods in agreement. The video spreads like wildfire. It was fake, but thousands of people were fooled, losing their life savings to the scam. The government acted quickly to debunk the videos, but the damage to public trust was already done. Scammers walked away rich, while victims were left questioning everything they thought they knew about reality. Deepfakes are no longer just amusing TikToks. They're weapons aimed straight at our wallets and minds. Deepfakes don't just steal faces, they steal fortunes. In 2022, criminals in Thailand used deepfake police officers to extort money. Victims, terrified by the convincing videos, handed over cash. By February 2024, the game had leveled up. A multinational company in Hong Kong lost $25.6 million in a single deepfake heist. A fake video of their CFO convinced the finance team to approve the transfer. His face, his voice, his mannerisms, it was all AI generated. AI isn't just enabling crime, it's making it personal. Imagine your boss, your friend, or even you being faked to exploit others.
Not real.
May 2024, a viral Instagram post shows singer Katy Perry claiming she couldn't attend the Met Gala. In the 2024 New Hampshire primary, a robocall mimicked President Joe Biden's voice, urging voters to skip the primary, causing confusion and voter suppression.
It's important that you save your vote for the November election.
Then, a deepfake video surfaced showing a popular influencer endorsing a controversial political movement. Then, a deepfake audio clip of a famous actor confessing to a crime they didn't commit went viral. Then, here we are. How many more examples do we need to see before we accept this as a real and imminent danger? What unites these cases is the erosion of trust. Deepfakes don't have to be perfect to cause chaos. They just have to be believable enough. They make us question everything, every video, every voice, every leader. And when truth itself is in doubt, society crumbles. When the truth becomes debatable, everyone loses. Well, deepfakes may be a weapon, but we're not defenseless. Stay informed. Fact-check everything. Because in the age of AI, vigilance isn't optional, it's survival. Remember, the war on truth isn't fought with weapons, it's fought with awareness. Let's not lose it. Speaking of losing, let's see the real meaning of losing in the battlefield. How does it feel to lose your life? This is Gaza. A city trapped in an endless cycle of war, devastation, and survival. Over 25,000 lives have been taken, 10,000 of them children, all within a battlefield driven by something terrifyingly new, AI-powered warfare. At the heart of it all is a system called Habsora, an AI-driven targeting network, allegedly used to process unimaginable amounts of data, identifying and striking targets in the blink of an eye. It's designed to make decisions without human hesitation, but the results? Entire neighborhoods can be flattened within minutes, with no one left to evacuate, no safe shelter to run to. This isn't the only place where AI is changing the rules of conflict. As more nations pour resources into developing autonomous drones and AI-guided systems, warfare as we know it is evolving. China, for example, is racing to the forefront, aiming to lead global AI development by 2030. Their new general AI plan has called it the strategic technology that will lead the future. Take a look at this scene, for example. 7,598 drones flying in perfect formation, all controlled by a single laptop, were on full display at the Shenzhen Air Show, China, breaking the Guinness World Record. Imagine that same technology repurposed. Swarms of drones moving as one, capable of overwhelming defenses and executing missions entirely free from human intervention. Who can defend? What disaster can happen? If you think it can be an easy thing to do, you better take a look at this swarm of 10 autonomous drones. These drones can maneuver through a bamboo forest in China, are able to avoid all kinds of obstacles, and all done automatically without a single hand involved in directing them. Don't forget, this was just a test experiment. The numbers can be multiplied 1,000 or million times. An even more interesting part is, each experiment make them learn and get better every single time at what they focus to do. And it's not just China. The US Navy has developed its own super swarms, capable of mimicking birds to evade radar. In another example, the U.S. Department of Defense successfully demonstrated one of the world's largest micro-drone swarms at China Lake, California. The test, conducted on October 26, 2016, consisted of 103 Perdix drones launched from 3 F/A-18 Super Hornets. The micro-drones grouped together completed all missions successfully and returned to a safe place together, all automatically using complex mathematical algorithms trained on data that you and I might consider worthless.
This drone is a Raven.
The implications are clear. Soon, machines will dominate the skies, land, and the sea. These swarms move autonomously, independent of direct human control. With all of this technology, it's data that fuels AI's power. Every online interaction, every photograph, every piece of information leaves a digital trail. Today, over 18 million gigabytes of new data are created every minute. And as AI learns to consume and process that data, the potential for targeting, surveillance, and weaponization increases exponentially. We've already seen glimpses of this in Ukraine. United States assisted the Ukrainian military by analyzing massive amounts of data to pinpoint Russian targets. Their strikes were precise and deadly. Imagine this technology on a global scale, influencing every modern conflict. But AI doesn't possess human instinct. Take a look back. In 1983, Soviet officer Stanislav Petrov prevented a potential nuclear war. His radar detected 5 incoming US missiles, but instead of launching a retaliatory strike, he used his instinct and reasoned it was a false alarm. Guess what? He was right.
Я понимал отлично, что меня никто не поправит.
But imagine that moment today, in the hands of an AI, a digital mind without hesitation or emotion, following its cold and calculated programming. I leave that to you to see what could happen. So here's the question. If AI now decides who lives and who dies, who ensures the system chooses correctly? When machines make decisions faster than humans can intervene? When they lack empathy or a second thought? Can we really trust them with our lives? This leads us to the next chapter, trusting AI with our data. Picture a digital clone of you. It knows your name, your friends, your darkest fears, and your wildest dreams. Now imagine that this clone isn't yours. It belongs to someone else. They've built it using the breadcrumbs you leave behind every day, your searches, photos, and even your emotions. It is AI, and it's happening right now. We like to think we're in control of our data. We scroll, swipe, and click on the button accept all cookies without a second thought. But AI thrives on this data, often at the cost of our privacy. Remember when your face was just your face? In 2020, Clearview AI decided it wasn't. They scraped 3 billion photos, yours, mine, and even grandma's from social media. Their goal? Build a facial recognition database for law enforcement. What they didn't mention was the lack of consent. Creepy? Sure. Illegal? Not exactly. Imagine being flagged in a crime investigation because your holiday photo from 2017 got indexed. And here's the kicker. They did this without asking anyone's permission. Clearview AI isn't just Big Brother. It's that nosy neighbor who also owns a megaphone. At this point, even your paranoid uncle's tinfoil hat is starting to make sense. But surveillance doesn't stop at your face. It digs deeper into your life, your habits, your health, even your hospital visits. In 2017, Google's DeepMind partnered with the Royal Free NHS Trust to tackle kidney disease using AI. Noble goal, right?
This is about enabling us to do what fundamentally every single one of our staff comes to work to do.
Except they forgot to tell the 1.6 million patients whose private medical records, arguably the most personal type of data they used without consent. Sure, lives may have been saved, but when did doctor-patient confidentiality become a suggestion instead of a rule? The scandal erupted when people realized this wasn't just anonymous data. It included names, medical histories, everything. DeepMind promised to protect the data, but the question remains, who really controls your health information in the AI era? It's like saying, we'll fix your roof, but first, we're taking your house keys and maybe your fridge snacks too. It's like loaning someone your diary to write a self-help book. Now, let's rewind to 2016. Of course, we can't talk about privacy without mentioning the infamous Facebook Cambridge Analytica. They turned data breaches into an art form. They mined information from 87 million users, profiling people so accurately that they could tailor political ads to manipulate emotions. They weaponized data. Political ads weren't just targeted, they were precision engineered. These ads influenced elections worldwide. This wasn't just about selling you ads, it was about selling you ideas, proving that AI isn't just watching, it's nudging. And we're supposed to believe we still control democracy? Think again. Fast forward to 2024, the city of Trento, Italy, introduced emotion-detecting cameras in public spaces. These cameras analyze your face to decide if you're a threat.
You know that a large portion of those victims are stalked first?
Imagine you're feeling anxious on your way to work. You might get flagged as suspicious, or even end up in jail for no reason. One man was flagged for loitering, even though he was just waiting for his pizza. Even your frown is now public property. It's a Black Mirror episode come to life. Your emotions, once deeply personal, are now data points on a government spreadsheet. The scariest part is that this isn't the future, it's the present. These cases are just the tip of the iceberg. They're symptoms of a larger issue. In the age of AI, privacy isn't just eroding, it's being systematically dismantled. The algorithms don't just see you, they predict you. And in doing so, they control you. What happens when your health records determine your insurance premium? When your social media posts affect your credit score? When your emotions decide whether you're allowed into a building? Every time you ignore a privacy policy, click accept all, or shrug off data breaches, you give away a piece of yourself. The scariest part isn't what they know about us. It's what they'll do with that knowledge. So, AI isn't going away. It's getting smarter, faster, and more invasive. In the age of AI, privacy is the currency, and we're paying dearly. It's eroding one of our most fundamental rights, the right to be left alone. But here's the question. Are we okay with this trade-off? Or will we demand better protections before it's too late? So the next time you think, I've got nothing to hide, remember, privacy isn't about hiding. It's about owning your life. And if you're tired of targeted ads, maybe switch to carrier pigeons. They're slow, but at least they don't track you.